Alright everyone, we're back for part 2. We'll play some more Fox Sports College Hoops 99. It sounds like I'm really upset about that. I'm actually not that upset. It's just really weird. You think to yourself, alright, get excited, we're back, we're playing Fox Sports College Hoops 99. And yeah, I mean I'm not the most excited to play this. I started a March Madness tournament, basically an N16 NCAA tournament where I won the first 2 games. Up next against the UCLA Bruins, who apparently are one of the top teams in the West. So yeah, except for that first game, right after that, as soon as I started playing another game, I started just completely dominating. We'll see how that keeps up as I, play these last 3 games. So it's gonna be 16, 8, 4 more games, right? All right. So we're against UCLA. Where I moved the control stick while the ball was up in the air for that jump ball, and the dude just walked away. So all right. So important thing that I noticed, I feel really, really stupid. So you can make fun of me for this, but in the last video, I was like, oh wow, it's really weird that they put all the names in here, because that's the whole thing, is they never put the players' real names or likenesses or anything like that in the game. Well, these aren't really their names. They just made up a bunch of names, which is really, really weird. Because if you remember, if you've ever played any of these college sports games, usually it's college football, the EA college football specifically, they're just using their numbers. The players look like the players, but they don't use their names or anything. So when I see the names, it'll show you just how little I know about basketball, specifically college basketball, from this period. Because I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, well, there's going to be a couple guys who are playing around this time that I'm going to know who they are, so I'll try and, look at the, wow, from the foul line, he just made that dunk. So I'm like, oh, okay, I'll just, check out a couple of the rosters, see if I recognize any names or anything like that. And I'm not, and specifically I was like, okay, well, I started this tournament, and I'm like, I'm going through the teams, I'm like, I don't know, I really have no idea who I want to pick for my tournament team. I ended up picking St. John's, based entirely on the fact that I'm 90% sure that that's the game that they went to in Coming to America. Was they went to the St. John's game, which is of course where Prince Akeem ran into the non-economically viable man from falling down, who almost spilled his beverages. So yeah, this is entirely based on that. I was like, oh, St. John's basketball. That's a school I associate with basketball at St. John's, because that's where they went in Coming to America. And I was looking at the roster, the real life roster for the St. John's team at this time, and there was one name on it that really, really stuck out to me, and I was like, oh my god, it was Ron Artest, who currently is better known as Meta World Peace, and is a completely insane person, as you may have gathered from his Key and Peele sketches from Meta World News. He also was the person who started the Malice at the Palace fight. So yeah, he's a crazy person, and I was like, oh, cool. So I get to use Ron Artest, and he's not on this team, obviously. So that's what really clued me into the fact that, oh, these aren't actually real names. They literally made up names. Sweet block, right there. Oh, also, I found out how to do fakes. It's just that it's not as natural to kind of do it. So I think of, in a game, if you just tap the shoot button real quick, then you can go to fake a shot. You'll cancel the shot right away because you didn't even let your guy jump up in the air. In this game, you do fakes by holding down the R button when you're going to do any of the actions, and then by holding down the R, you've made it a fake for that action. So it's not as like, it's something I have to be thinking about beforehand, rather than something I can like go for and cancel. So that's why I tried to use it, and I realized like I'm not going to be able to use it that much. Nice. Sweet 3, bro. But I'm glad that I found out how to do that. Because I'm like, oh, it seems weird that you can't like, you know, fake a shot or fake a pass to a teammate. Like, I'll fake this. It's also really a bad idea for me to fake a pass because I immediately go, oh, now I don't know what to do with the ball. So, but yeah, this game had some pretty abysmal ratings on GameFAQs, and I was looking at the ratings that GameFAQs has for all the basketball games, and I noticed that this one was like under 3 out of 5, which means it's a really, it's supposed to be really, really bad. And I was looking at the other games, and NBA in the Zone 98, which is the other like basketball sim that I've played so far, that one was like, fairly high for an N64 basketball game. Like it didn't cross over into like, 3.7 or above or anything like that. And I've also played Courtside. Courtside's really good. Courtside's the way to go. But I just keep thinking back to playing NBA in the Zone. I'm like, that's kind of my like barometer for if a basketball game is or is not good at all. Because that game, I was immediately just like, this is like stealing, blocking, playing defense. All that stuff really doesn't work. I distinctly remember every possession was you just go up the court. You can't really do anything defensively. Like, I spam the steal button. I really do. In every single basketball game I've ever played, I spam the steal button. And nice shot, bud. I spam the steal button, and I'm also like way too antsy about trying to block the ball. So I'm usually really bad at blocking. Although I've had one game with this so far that I actually made like 6 or 7 blocks. It was really good. But also keep in mind that I'm playing on like the easiest difficulty. So the fact that I lost that first game then is of course really embarrassing. But then I've started to do a lot better. But in NBA in the Zone, nothing ever really seemed to work. Even like the shooting, and the shooting was like all I ever ended up doing on either side of the ball was you just go up and then at some point you go, okay, I guess I'm gonna put a shot up. Fucking foul too, so he's gonna tie the game up right now. Oh, I guess he's not, because he sucks. I actually haven't missed a free throw yet. I think the free throw thing is a little bit too forgiving in this game, because it uses that little that cross cursor that I think I had maybe 1 or 2 free throws in the first video, and I've definitely had some where I was like, oh yep, this one's gonna miss. This one's way off the mark. It's gonna hit the rim and it's gonna bounce at a weird angle. And I don't think I've missed one yet. So it's not that system doesn't work, but it's a little bit too forgiving because I just like I don't think I've missed a free throw yet. I need to be more on top of it with the fast break offense because I found out. Oh, also, the one really the bad thing that I found out was that like there's 2 like shoot buttons. C down is basically like you can see that the yellow cursor kind of moves around based on where I'm facing it. So that's kind of like their directional shooting, directional passing rather. There's no like icon passing. It's just that. And because of you not knowing where people might be if they're down court and they're off screen and everything, that can lead to some really errant passes. Overall, you probably should just avoid using that unless you're on the fast break offense and you know that the guy's open. but I have not really been able to like react to him like, oh yeah, we gotta do, you know, do this quick, make sure he gets down there and dunks it or lays it up. It's like I have not really been able to be on top of that. Wow, that's the first shot clock violation I've seen. Most of the time, once they get around to 10 seconds, because this is a 35-second shot clock, most of the time they get down to it and they figure out that, you know, they can pretty much put up an uncontested shot at some, wow, nice three, to some degree, and they usually do. So it's crazy to me that one of the best teams in the West just got careless with the ball right there. Nice. Left him completely open to drive to the basket. It's fine. There you go. Nice. The animation, like I've said, has not really aged that well for this game, and that's one of the things like that'll kind of keep you from wanting to go back to it. And I think just the college thing in general, and the fact that like none of these teams are made up of real people. They're just like they have the fake names, but they're based on real people. But because they have the fake names, it's a little bit too distracting to kind of like figure out who's who. So like I said, one of these guys is supposed to be Ron Artest. I couldn't tell you because I don't know enough like which one it's supposed to be, even just based on position. Because I get too distracted by the fact that the dudes have names. I've already kind of like latched onto them. This is Gervino. He's my point guard, and I don't think Artest plays point guard. He plays something else. He's not center, but he's something else. And so now I'm just like, oh yeah, Gervino. He's my point guard. He's pretty good. Dunkalicious. There you go, son. There you go. So yeah, this game has not been as bad as I thought it would be, but I had really, really low expectations. So, I don't know. Make of that what you will. And it's definitely not going to be the best basketball sim. Courtside is immediately the best basketball sim. I've just been thinking about it. It's so weird to me that there's a lot of really interesting things about this game, but in the gameplay there's really nothing to be had for like really exceptionally interesting stuff. It's just it's an entirely functional game. It has a lot of teams. It has an impressive number of teams. I'll say that. But the animation hasn't aged very well. It's not like graphically like ahead of the game. There's nothing super impressive about it, but it's surprisingly been fairly solid from my impression of it. So, no steals. It's really weird. The steal thing is not working out right. But yeah. None of these people are real names. Nice. There goes the quintessential Norton. Nice block. Go, bud. I didn't do that. That's why it worked. Oh, and now a steal. Now we're starting to play some real defense here. Both sides of the ball. Yeah. There's just a big clusterfuck right at the top of the key there. Not really good. That was not gonna fall. Yeah. Yeah. Whatever. Like I said, there's no the no commentary thing is one of the really noticeable things. And just there's not a whole lot going on sound design wise. That's one of the really like really bare bones things. Like you start to really notice it when not much is happening. That's one of the things that kind of brings it down for sure. charging again. I found out there's an option for 5-minute halves, and I've been kind of wishing that I had done that. Even though the points totals and everything would be super low. Yeah, see, that's one that definitely makes me think he's gonna miss. You shoot the thing. Yeah, he made it. The only time the animation gets more than any like bare bones at all is when they go to take free throws and they're just like dilly-dallying up there. Like, they could have had him doing that while I was lining up for the shot, but they wait until I make the shot so that they make sure that I see him doing it. But realistically, I don't care at all. It's like, once I've lined up the cursor and everything to take the shot, just take the shot, please. You can finish your animation, but you shouldn't be, like, starting a new one. Nice alley-oop. I have no idea how to do that on my end. But the computer's done that to me a couple times. A lot of times it's their only made field goal in like a good while when they do it too. So I'm like, yeah, no big deal. At least I know that it's like a thing you can do in this game. Ah. Oh, yeah, there we go. I was going to say, that looked like it was going to get blocked. No, you got it. You got it. Yeah, there you go. Everybody's on the ground from that play. Nope, nope. Nice. Nice boxing out. There's four guys in white jerseys in the paint right there. You want to see. All over these guys right now too. They're like, what the hell was that? That's the first time I've seen anything like that happen. That was dumb. He was over the line, but the game hasn't been that great at counting that anyway. People got their foot over the line on the three-pointer. I think it's happened at least once where I was like, oh, he was definitely over. They just gave me 3 anyway. Assuming I actually made it. Nope. See, I thought I was going to be passing to that dude who was still in the backcourt, but it switched at the last second. That's why you kind of probably should avoid doing that. Yeah, they're closing in on me. You get on the foul line. Nice shot. Nice shot, though. No, I just gave him that one. No, him, over there. I'm trying to use that directional passing so it goes in the right direction. It's not. Within 10. It's going to go well. You got it! Dunkalicious. There you go. That was sweet. Beautiful. See, it's almost like I switch to the guy and I immediately start hitting the B button to block. It's like that's not ever gonna work. Usually, because like I think they're trying to make a move as soon as possible after they receive the pass, so I'm just like trying to catch up with them. It's not at all the right way to do it. Nope. Nope. Oh, I can't believe he got that shot off. Dunk it. Or lay it up. Lay it up. Get it. Yeah, there you go. Pulling back ahead. Left him wide open in there. It's alright. Oh, he dunked. Oh, I was gonna say he got right over him, but he couldn't even. He couldn't make it to the basket. He way too much under it. Shooting foul. There was like nobody there. And yeah, see, they keep missing them. Like, how do you keep missing? It's so forgiving. All right. Nice. Keep thinking, I'm I'm sure what everybody wants to see right now is me playing super conservatively with the ball, just to hold on to the lead, make sure I don't do anything stupid. Well, that's a little bit of what I'm going to be doing. Oh, out on me. Nice block, though. Nice rebound. You got this. You got this. Dunk it. Nice. I got double digits on. Again. They're going to be putting up threes now. Dunk. Nice. Putting the pressure on. They're leaving me open for dunks now. It's nice. Good board. What you gonna do? Yep, you got it. There you go. 15. Oh! Bad pass on you guys. Do it. Bad second chance. They're not fouling me, though. I'm cool with the uncontested threes. I mean, most likely it just gives me the ball back. Take those all day if you want. You're not going to make 5 of them. No biggie. From the foul line. Oh, we didn't make it. Bummer. Didn't make that one either. And I knew he was going to make that one. Wasn't going to make that one either. Get it. You got it. Dunked. Charging. Ridiculous. What you gonna do with it? What you gonna do, son? Get blocked. That's what you're gonna do. Keep missing, putting up bricks and whatnot. You got this. No, you don't. Probably not. Oh, he did. Made that one. Oh, I almost stole that one. Right off the bounce. Alright. Don't care. Go for the buzzer beater. See if you make it. Nope. Looks like we're moving on. They just all spaz out. 59-46. See. Good on the rebounds. 7 blocks. No steals. That's crazy. Because I remember it was no steals on either side at halftime. And I remember getting a hand on it a couple times. And but I still never, like, took possession of it because of a steal. When I got my hand on it all those times. It was weird. I guess it's, nope, Garbino. I was going to say Barry. Bear. That's how you say his name. Garbino. We all got our specialties. It's good to see. You're on your way to becoming a champion. You lead 8. Alright, 8, 4, and 2. That's what we got left. Rutgers. Alright, so that's some Fox Sports College Hoops for you. A little bit more of that. Whoa. My frame rate dropping all of a sudden. I haven't had an issue with that in like weeks since I've been here. I think that was the only time. But anyway, so next time is going to be Glover, which would be cool. I like Glover. Wow, what's up with this frame rate? Anyway, bye. Glover next time. Let's move that.